Hey guys, it's Sarah from sidetracksarah.com, and today I am going to head to Aldi. If you're new to this channel is all about helping you feed your families without chaos and without the drive-through in as little time as possible. As a busy mom of 7 children, 9 in our family, you can imagine that we eat a lot of food. We go through so many groceries in a single week. And today I'm just going to take you on the journey to Aldi to show you kind of the things that we get, not only for my weekly meal plan that we do for the freezer to slow cook or freezer to instant pot, but also for just some staples that we like to keep on hand in our pantry. So come on, let's head to the store. It is Monday morning for me, and it's my day to just get out of the house. And well, I say get out of the house, I do it every day, every Monday, and I go to the chiropractor every morning, and then typically I just go back home and I help the kids get started on projects around the house. I take over for my husband, I feed him lunch, stuff like that. He's usually there with them. But today we discovered that we are almost out of all of our staples of food, and I really don't have anything to fix everybody. So I decided to make the drive down to our nearest Aldi. And so now I'm about to go in and I have a couple of lists that I'm going to fulfill. And of course, there's going to be things not on my list that I'm going to get, but I'm just because I mentally know whenever I go into Aldi what I need a lot of times. And I don't always put it on my list, but I do have specific things I need to get, and so I'm about to go get started. Tuna is only 59 cents a can, so I usually stock up on that. So I just got done at Aldi and I managed to fill up my trunk. I didn't bring any bags today, so I just treated my trunk as my basket. Now my kids are just helping me unload the trunk, and we typically just take this laundry basket, and just fill it up, and then we let the little ones grab what they can grab and just run it all into the house. Hey guys, I just got back from grocery shopping, and as you can see, we just brought everything in and put it on the table, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we got today. I spent $273 at Aldi, and keep in mind we're feeding a family of 9, and we have a couple of college-age students here, kids, obviously, that are home for the summer, and yeah, we eat a lot. So I'll start you here with the meat. Like I said, I went to Aldi. This meat is probably the most expensive thing that I invested in, because I'm going to be doing lots of sandwiches this week, and one of them is for, I think I decided on Philly steak sandwiches. I was debating between Phillies and French dip, but I'm pretty sure we're doing Philly steaks. And then I'm also doing a low carb meal plan, and we're doing a Tex-Mex roast out of one of those. And then more chicken for sandwiches, and one of my low carb meals. The cheese is for the low carb meals, as is the bacon. And I just got some extra bacon because we always like to have it on hand. These boneless pork chops are for one of the low carb meals as well. And I've been trying to eat low carb, so I've got some asparagus and broccoli, and I always like to stock up on this cream cheese because it's a lot cheaper at Aldi than at Walmart. And then let me go back here. You can see I really stocked up on strawberries because they were 88 cents a pint, and that was a really great deal, and my kids love them. Of course, they go bad quickly, so they'll eat them quick and everybody will be happy. And it feels like, for me, being on a low-carb diet, that I bought a ton of bread. But my kids aren't on that low-carb diet, and we eat a lot of sandwiches, and like I said, I'm going to do a lot of slow cooker and Instant Pot sandwiches this week, so I just bought different kinds of buns, and we freeze whatever that we might not use right away. So, and the buns are like 88 cents a pack. And then I did grab, my kids think it's a treat to do bagels for breakfast, so I grabbed 3 things of bagels to go with that cream cheese that you saw on the other side of the table. I did get a few things of chips. I was not impressed with their chip prices this time. Usually they're cheaper, but now it looks like Walmart has gone down on the potato chips, and so it might actually be cheaper to go at Walmart to get your potato chips, unless you're in a town that has a lot of competition, which we are not. So, but I think they were $1.79 for those, and then the corn chips were $1.49. I'm thinking. The Caesar dressing, I just like to get a bunch of dressings to keep on hand, but we are having Caesar chicken sandwiches, so I got some for that, and some ranch for salads. And one of my recipes calls for barbecue sauce, but I noticed our stock was getting low, so I just stocked up a little bit. We like to always have ham on hand, because if we need a last minute sandwich, or sometimes we make omelets or hot ham and cheese, all sorts of stuff, we use that ham for it. And all of our kids love these pepper rings on sandwiches and on salads too. These Parmesan crisps, that was probably my pricey splurge for the day, because they were like $2.50, but they have no carbs, and to me, I was thinking, we could have tuna salad and I could eat that on those instead. Our family typically eats our tuna salad, and as you can see, I stocked up on tuna, but we eat it on crackers instead of bread most of the time. And so that was something my husband decided, or not decided, but he showed the kids how to do, because that's how he grew up eating them, and now everybody prefers it that way. But I got this zucchini for some veggie lasagna made out of zucchini slices, cucumbers. It's for one of my low carb meals, but I don't remember which one it is. And most of this tomato sauce and diced tomatoes are from either one of the sandwich recipes or the low carb meal. I stocked up on eggs because they were only 95 cents a dozen, I think, which is a really good price compared to the $2 plus that our Walmart charges for them. I got 5 dozen of those. And this Clamato olives I got from Aldi also, and it was for one of my low carb recipes. We always buy more salsa, whoops, as I try to throw it down, every time we go to Aldi, because it's pretty cheap there, $1.79 I think, maybe. And I noticed I was out of pasta, so for quick meals I grabbed some spaghetti. Some ricotta cheese is for another one of my low carb meals that's on the menu this week, and I will share what that is during the next week. And I guess more dressing for salads. My college age students are working through the summer and they have to carry their lunch, and they've been bringing a lot of salad, and so I try to keep a bunch of salad dressings on hand. Of course, mushrooms for me, and it called for one of the recipes, called for it, but most of the people in my family doesn't like it. But since I'm eating low carb, I typically grab one out and saute it for a omelet or something like that. The cheese is there's one for a chicken dish, and the other is just for sandwiches. And I grabbed a couple boxes of cereal just for convenience in the morning for the kids whenever they're getting their breakfast. Oh, I forgot to show, I got these. These are just granola bars. Two of my kids are in children's summer theater, and they're supposed to bring snacks, so I grabbed a couple different varieties of that. There's, I also got these apple and strawberry kind as well. And one of our staples that we keep on hand are these, excuse the candle, those tortillas. So we can make last minute quesadillas or wraps as well. So a lot of this stuff isn't for my meal plans, but a lot of it is as well. And then it's just all my staples as well. So we were out of onions, so I got yellow and red, which my recipes called for, but then we also needed them for other things. And then the grapes were really cheap at like 88 cents a pound as well, or maybe 95 cents, but they were really cheap. And then the watermelon is a favorite of my son, my 7-year-old. He always wants watermelon, and it was down to 3. And I did splurge a little on the apples and paid like $3 for the bag, which still isn't bad compared to Walmart or any other store, but feels like a splurge whenever you're getting 88-cent strawberries and cheap grapes too. The pineapples were still $1.29 each, and so we need to start eating those up. And then I always keep canned pineapple on hand as well for a quick snack for the kids. And one of my recipes called for pork rub, and I couldn't find it at Aldi. It's those types of ingredients and spices sometimes are hard to find. So I just got this roasted garlic and herb. I figured it would work, but I would probably need to research pork rub to make sure what exactly is in it. And you'll notice that I always use this garlic in most of my recipes. I know there's probably controversy on if you should mince your own garlic or use it from a jar or use powder. I like to use it from the jar if possible. Of course, probably fresh is better, but I don't usually take the time to do that. And the ricotta cheese I got for another recipe from my low carb meal plan. And we were completely out of flour, and the kids like to bake sometimes, so I just got another thing of that, hoping they don't tempt me with all their good baking. Being on a low carb diet is a challenge sometimes with all the kids. And I guess the last couple things I didn't show you is the chicken and beef broth over there. I always keep some of that on hand, but I do have recipes calling for it too, but I was completely out once again. So this was kind of my stock up trip and getting me enough to last us for a while on some food, at least. I mean, I honestly, I bought all this for a week of lunches and dinners, but we don't usually eat as fancy as like with all the sandwiches all week. So I have a feeling it will last a lot longer than that. And I guess that's the end of that. Now I get to put it all away. Yay. All right, thanks for watching my grocery haul. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment, and I would love to get back with you on that. And I will be sharing lots of new recipes with you soon.